You are watching Yogi Dave's Hobby Corner. Happy hobby. How doing, folks? Welcome to another episode of Yogi Dave's Hobby Corner. So today I'm going to be talking about the places where I actually buy my figures, my paints, and all the rest of that kind of stuff. So hold on, get back in a minute. So as I said, talking about where I buy my paints, where I buy my brushes, where I buy miniatures, anything that's not terrain related, where I buy them. Right, so one of the places I buy them are Scott's Models. Now, Scott's Models is a shop in Glasgow, just off the city centre, St Margaret's Place. You go onto Facebook, you can get directions. They used to have a website, but I think there's some problems with the website right now, so they're looking into getting that fixed. And you could buy stuff off the website at that when it was working. So when that is sorted, I'll post a link down there, so you can go on the website. If you're ever in Glasgow, I highly recommend going in, because there, Ian Scott is the owner. He's a former member of the Glasgow District Wargaming Society. Really nice guy. You know, started this up a couple of years ago after the shop he did work in shut because the owner was retiring. And you know, it's going. Hopefully, it does really well. So yeah, so I buy my Vallejo paints in there. I try and buy, you know, bits and pieces every now and again to support the shop, other than my paint, obviously. If I can't get a Vallejo paint in there, I'll see if I can buy it, and then if not, I'll just buy it online. But I like to get my Vallejo paints out of there, so I'm supporting a local shop, hobby shop, which is an important thing for me, an important thing in keeping the hobby alive is supporting your local stores. I do Common Ground, but it's just the next shop I'm going to talk about. Whenever I'm there, I try and spend some money in there. Whenever I'm in a shop, I try and spend my money in there, but I'll make a point of going to Ian's every now and again and buying Vallejo paints, unless he doesn't have them and can't get hold of them, in which case I'll buy them somewhere else. So this is the Scott's Model Facebook page. As I said, they don't actually have a website up and running right now, but I'm sure they will have soon. So if you pop Scott's Models into the Facebook check, or you put it into a Google search, you'll get directions to where it is. So there it is. Yep. Second shop I'm going to talk about is Common Ground Games. So Common Ground Games is in Stirling. So again, if you're in Stirling, go in. It's just around the corner from the train station and the bus station. So, you know, if you're at the Thistle Centre, it's 10 minutes walk, if even that. And, you know, if you're ever in looking for a game, while you're in Stirling, I'm sure somebody will be able to give you a game. Just go in and say hello. And if Steve's got a shop in there, Steve's the owner. Nice guy. Very welcoming as well. And as I do when I'm in Glasgow and going into Ian Scott's shop, I like to try and spend some money. next time I'm in, I'll take video and introduce you and all the rest of that kind of stuff. It's a great venue. I've been to about half dozen to a dozen competitions and events in Common Ground. Absolutely brilliant tables. You can do wargaming tables, card games, board games. The shop has loads of stuff in it. If you want something and you can get hold of it, Steve will get it, hold of it for you. If he can't, he might be able to tell you where to go. They've also got a cafe in there as well. But it's a great venue. There's loads of parking about it as well. So it's got a Facebook page as well, and there's Facebook groups as well for joining to find games whenever you're there. They've got a list of events as well, so running through December, I think, right now. They've got the list of events. I'm just looking at the website just now. I will take some videos of the websites and show you them. I can't get it up right now, but yeah. So they've got an event calendar that actually goes from October through to July, which is pretty good. You know, everything, and it'll get updated as more get added, which is good. So we have Common Ground. So this is Common Ground Games website. This is Common Ground Games website. So it is a nice little website. On the homepage you get a wee calendar for the upcoming events. Tells you a little about it. It's got a Facebook feed, but because my internet's key, it's not great. So I'm trying to get the store. It shows you a little snippet of the store, I think. This is because my internet is so garbage. Yeah, so a little bit of a picture of the store and what they actually sell. This is actually where I got my awful for the first time, and I've got to thank the store for having it in the first place. As I said, Steve was a really good guy. Really, you know, he's built this place from the ground up, basically. It was an old pool hall, and it's just one of the, if not the best game space in Scotland. It's one of, it's the only place I know of with, it's, you know, this size of tables and everything. At least that I've been to. So yeah, I quite enjoy going there. I quite enjoy going to events. Might even see a picture of me somewhere in here. I doubt it, but from an event or something, but no, probably not. Let's get a list of events here. Full list of events here that we've got so far. So, you know, they do a whole loads of different events. They've got Hobbit tournaments, 40k tournaments, 9th Age, Legend of the Five Rings, 30k, Age Sigmar, 40k, Star Wars Armada, Malifaux. To do all of them, like the big Malifaux events at Common Ground, including this GT, which I will actually get to this year. Yes! I thought I was going to miss it, but I'm not. Yes! I missed it this year because I was on holiday, but I'm not going to miss it next year. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah. And as I said, it's got a cafe as well, which is pretty cool. There's some nice food in the cafe. When they do events, they actually put on like a meal for lunch, and both days, normally both days I take part in tournaments. They have stuff on for 2 days, so, and they bring in food for 2 days. So if you're in Scotland, or if you're Scottish and you want to put an event on in the Central Belt, do it at Common Ground Games. That's all. I couldn't say anything more than that's the best place to do it. The next shop I'm going to talk about is Static Games. Static Games is generally where I get my coat d'arms paint, because it's the only shop in my area that carries coat d'arms, and I love the coat d'arms paints. If you're looking for it, it's quite near Scott's Models. It's just off Argyll Street in Glasgow, so on King Street. They have loads of stuff. They've got card game stuff, they've got role playing stuff, they've got board games, they've got some more gaming stuff, not a huge amount, but they do have some. Miniature game stuff. They've got quite a lot of like specific stuff. Like they'll have smatterings of different things for different games, like the Fallout game that's just come out. They've got loads of stuff from that. They've got Legion stuff. You know, they've got a website. It's actually A1 Toys website, but that's the Static Games website too. So you go in there, it'll show you all the stuff that they carry. Well, not all the stuff. I don't think it'll be a lot of the stuff they carry, because I haven't actually been in a wee while, so I'm not sure. But I buy paints out of there, little bits and pieces now and again. But again, I'll show you the website and you can see that there. As I said, the Static Games website is the A1 Comics, A1 Toys website. So it's not only got e-games, which is in this bit, you know, it's got graphic novels, collectibles, apparel, preschool stuff, toys, apparel. I wonder what it is. So obviously, in the games, you get your board games, your collectible card games, your miniature games, RPGs, game accessories, puzzles, jigsaws. So what we want to go into miniature games. So you got Blood Red Skies, I think that's Warmer Hordes, Dreadball, you get 40k, you get the Doctor Who game. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of the sculpts. I think they look shit. I think the Doctor ones look fucking terrible. That's me giving my honest opinion. You know, I love Warlord games. I love some of the stuff they do. I love some of their figures. But honestly, the sculpts for the Doctors for the Doctor Who game are fucking garbage. So that's a Fallout game that they've got. They've got Legion, X-Wing. Yeah, so they've got loads and loads of different stuff on the website. So yeah, so that's A1 Comics website. Next place I buy stuff is where I generally buy. We've got two websites that I go to buy my models. The first of them is Almond Games. Now, Almond Games is superb. I used to get stuff off Wayland Games, but Wayland screwed me a few times, and the amount of time that it took to get stuff, and didn't tell me that I wasn't going to get it until 6 months down, 3-4 months down the line. I had stuff ordered for Christmas that they had in their shop. They had, oh, we've got this in the shop, but by the time it was ordered, it was like, oh no, we don't have it anymore. But they never told me, so I had to email them like when it wasn't. But it was ordered like in November that month, like early November, maybe even October that year. So the fact that I didn't have it in time for Christmas was annoying, and I didn't even get it till way after Christmas. It was like January, end of January, and I had ordered stuff from other places, including Element, on Boxing Day, and was here just after Christmas. So I stopped using Wayland Games and started using Element and another company that I'm going to talk about. So Element Games, you get all the Games Workshop stuff. You get loads of fantasy stuff like Salt and Ice and Fire, the new game, Bushido, Dark Age, Harry Potter, Kings of War, the Reaper stuff. You get the Malifaux stuff, War Machine, the Batman, the night, the big figures that you get for the night gaming stuff. You get historical stuff too. You get boat action stuff, Fireforge Games, Flames of War, Plastic Toy Soldier Company. So you get a lot of stuff. Dead Zone, Dreadball, masses and masses of different games and stuff. This is where I get all my Games Workshop. Well, not all my Games Workshop because I get them from somewhere else, but where I get all my Games Workshop paints. So this is the Almond Games website. So this is obviously where I buy some of my Games Workshop stuff. So it's very well laid out website. You've got different things. So you get your Games Workshop stuff. You've got your War Games and miniatures, painting, hobby and scenery, and then card games and board games. So as I said, this is where I tend to pick up different bits and pieces. So show you what we're looking for. I'm looking for something interesting. So Necromunda Underhive. Sorry man, on this a bit slow, but that's nothing I can do about it. So as you can see, very decent prices for it. You get different bundles. For some reason, all the older gang bundles are unavailable, which is kind of annoying. I don't know whether they discontinued certain things or not. I think they discontinued the dice and the cards for a couple of gangs, which is quite annoying, because if you want to get them, it makes it harder. Or maybe they're I don't know what they're doing with it, because I quite like Necromunda, but I'm not really supporting it over Games Workshop. I'm supporting Kill Team a lot more. But anyway, we'll not get into my issues with Games Workshop being a pain in the butt about stuff. That's a long and storied issue. So, just Games Workshop paints. So, you can probably guess the shades. So, you're saving about £1 a paint, realistically, from the Citadel shade range. So that's why I like using Element. It's much cheaper in the long run. I normally put, when I buy a paint, I have a paint order, it's normally about £50. I know that's a lot of money, but it's you know, it's £50. Some it's not for me, some it's for other people, but you know, that's what I normally put in. So I'm saving quite a bit of money in the long run. So yeah, that's the Almond Games website. So the other place, the next place that I get figures, my Games Workshop figures from is Triple Helix. Now, I don't generally get anything else from Triple Helix because everything else they do, I get either at shows or like or somewhere else. But they are quite good. I like the website, and you know, they're quick in telling you whether or not you're going to get it or not, or when you're going to get it, or stuff like that. So normally what happens with them, you order it, if you order it on a Monday, you're not going to get it till the next week. Because their order's already in, or if you're a Tuesday rather than a Monday. So if you order on a Monday, you'll get it on Thursday or Friday, maybe the same week. They try and dispatch it by then, and then it's about a week turnaround, really, from Triple Helix, which is alright. I only order stuff for them if it's a lot cheaper, if it's going to be a lot cheaper for me to buy from them than anywhere else. But at times where I can't get stuff from Games Workshop or Almond Games, if it's out of stock there, and it's going to be out of stock for a while, or it's going to be just as long to get it from there as it's going to be to get it from Element, then I'll just get it from Triple Helix. So yeah, Triple Helix. I do like Triple Helix. I like spreading my money in different places, so it keeps people going. Sometimes I bought a couple of different things off them, which were cheaper than Element. And Element were out of stock, and they weren't. They actually had them in stock, and I had it sent like a couple of days later. At one point, I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll have that." Cheers. So yeah, Triple Helix, not a good one. Cheaper than Games Workshop as well. This is the thing: Triple Helix and Almond Games, cheaper than anywhere than Games Workshop and other people. Right. That's why I buy them from other places. It's why I don't. I know I've mentioned reasons for not going to Games Workshop, but I don't want to pay full price. Games Workshop are getting the money. Somebody else is getting money. I'll go buy from somebody else. That's fine. It's fine by me. So Spectral website. This is the Spectral website. This is pretty cool actually now. It used to be quite basic. At least the last time I was on it, it was quite basic. It's beautifully set up. I don't know how easy it is to navigate, but let's see, Space Knights. This would be where I got my stuff, my Space Knights, my Space Marines. So Disco Nighthead. Oh yeah, definitely see that, Disco Nighthead. That's quite funny. I actually got these for free when I bought. I got my last order from them. As you can see, they're not quite Space Marines, but some of them. But they've got like really cool Salamander or Dragon Knight conversion stuff, which if I was doing Salamanders for somebody, I would do the Space Wolf head icons. I think that's cheaper than the Games Workshop ones, the Forge World ones. So I got these jump packs, I think, from them. I only got some jump packs from here. I didn't buy cloaks. I bought some of them because I think they look cool. Not those ones, I think. Either those ones or those ones. Can't remember. I thought they looked cool, even though I might not actually be able to use them in an army. But oh yeah, it was the gravity guns, and I got the plasma rapid weapons for my Horus Heresy bikes. I actually got some of these heads free from them as well, so I've used some on my wolves. So yeah, it's quite easy to navigate, quite easy to go through, so I'll just continue on through it until we get to the next page. So I'm sure if the internet in my house was faster, it would have been easier and it would have been quicker. So you got all these little bits and pieces that you can add to your, devastated door for your rhinos, wolfen heads, wolfen torsos, wolfen weapons. So frost axes and frost swords. What you don't actually get in a bloody Space Wolf upgrade kit is frost weapons. These are frost weapons. These look like frost weapons. What basically you get are power swords and axes. They don't look like frost swords. But you get the idea. What Spellcrow's website is like, and they've got other stuff as well. As I said, they've got conversion bits. They've got modeling accessories, 28mm fantasy figures. So they've got their own stuff, which is cool. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Right, so that's all the places that I buy stuff off. Right, I'm gonna say this: I ain't getting no money for these people. I'm just putting out there where I buy all my stuff. I was going to talk about paintbrushes, but in one of the other videos, basically, I say, don't go out and buy stupid high-priced paintbrushes, because I'll buy stuff on the cheap. So one of the other places I get stuff from is Hobbycraft. Now, yeah, Hobbycraft is, I've got Tamiya stuff out there. I've got some models, some like model kits. I'll buy paintbrushes out there as well. And they do, it all does the job, and it's a decent price. I could buy the stuff elsewhere probably for cheaper, but it's a hobby store, I like going in there. And it annoys my missus sometimes when I go in there, but, you know. Yeah. So Hobbycraft is another place I get stuff as well. I'm not going to take a video of their website because it's easy enough for you to do that. Yeah. So. Right. So I'm going to see this. I've said it in another episode when I was talking about where I buy all the stuff. I'm not getting any money off these people, off these websites. I'm endorsing them free charge because it's what I use. I wish I could get endorsements off them, but I'm not going to get them. I'm just telling you where I get my stuff. I want as many people as can go into Scott's Models and Common Ground and Static Games, because people spending money in there keeps them open, means I can go and buy stuff there or play games and Static, not in Static, and Common Ground, you know. That's the whole point of me talking about this stuff, is to help the hobby. So that's about it for me today. So I'm going to say good day, happy hobby.